Have you ever felt that strange sensation that something grand is about to happen, but you can't quite explain what? As if the entire universe were whispering a secret that only your soul can hear? There's a fascinating paradox most people are unaware of. The moments preceding your quantum leap, your deepest transformation, disguise themselves as chaos, discomfort, and even apparent regression. It's as if life first needs to mess everything up, to then reorganize it at a completely new frequency. What if I told you that the signs of your quantum leap are already happening right now, pulsing through every cell of your body, but your rational mind simply hasn't been trained to recognize them? Take a deep breath now. Feel the air entering your lungs, because what you're about to discover could completely change your perception of the present moment. If this resonates with you, leave a sign in the comments. Just write the word ready. And let's embark on this journey of awakening together. Modern neuroscience has revealed extraordinary discoveries about our capacity for transformation. Researchers at the Journal of Cognitive Neuroscience demonstrated in 2022 that our brain possesses such impressive plasticity that it can literally rewrite its own neural circuits through focused intention. We're not talking about abstract theory, but pure measurable science. Every thought you have, every emotion you feel is physically reorganizing the structure of your brain. In parallel, studies published in Nature Communications in 2021 on epigenetics show something even more revolutionary. Your genes are not your destiny. Gene expression changes dynamically based on your emotions, thoughts, and even the quality of your consciousness. You are not trapped by any biological programming. You are literally the programmer of your own biological reality. Imagine a tiny seed buried in the dark soil. On the outside, nothing seems to be happening, but inside, a silent revolution is underway. Every molecule of water absorbed, every nutrient processed, is preparing for the inevitable moment when the shell will break and a sprout will emerge towards the light. The seed doesn't force this process. It simply allows it to happen. It trusts the innate intelligence it carries. In its DNA, you are exactly like that seed. Your quantum leap is not something you need to force or achieve through Herculean effort. It is a natural unfolding of your highest potential that is already encoded in every fiber of your being. When discomfort becomes your teacher, think of those moments when everything seems to be falling apart around you. The job you thought was secure suddenly makes no sense anymore. The relationship that seemed stable begins to show cracks. The certainties you held as absolute truths begin to dissolve like sand through your fingers. Most people interpret these signs as problems to be solved, obstacles to be overcome. But what if these discomforts were actually the first signs that your energy system is recalibrating to a higher frequency? Have you ever stopped to observe how nature works? Before the butterfly emerges, the caterpillar literally dissolves into a primordial soup inside the cocoon. There's no middle ground. It's complete dissolution followed by total reconstruction. When you feel like your life is falling apart, it might be that you are in your own quantum cocoon, preparing to emerge with wings. Observe your body right now. Where are you holding tension? In your shoulders, in your jaw? Breathe deeply, and as you exhale, allow that tension to dissolve. You don't need to carry the weight of the world. The universe is working in your favor, even when it seems otherwise. If this message is touching something deep within you, share it with someone who needs to hear this today. Synchronicity begins to dance around you in increasingly obvious ways. You think of someone, and minutes later that person calls you. You have a deep question, and the answer appears in a casual conversation, in a book that falls off a shelf, in a song playing on the radio. Carl Jung called this synchronicity, but quantum physics suggests something even deeper. You are entering coherence with the unified field of consciousness. When your personal energy field begins to vibrate in harmony with the universal quantum field, the barriers between the internal and external begin to dissolve. You are no longer just navigating reality. You are actively co-creating with it. Every synchronicity is a confirmation that you are tuned to the correct frequency, like when you turn the radio dial and suddenly the static turns into crystal clear music. But here's the secret few understand. Synchronicities are not just passive signs. They are active invitations for you to take the next quantum step. When you recognize and appreciate each synchronicity, you amplify your frequency and attract even more alignment. It's a virtuous cycle of conscious expansion. Time begins to behave strangely. Have you ever noticed how some days seem to last an eternity while entire weeks pass in the blink of an eye? As you approach your quantum leap, your temporal perception begins to flex. This isn't your imagination. Quantum physics teaches us that time is not linear as our clocks suggest, but rather a malleable dimension that responds to consciousness. When you are vibrating at a higher frequency, you literally experience time differently. Moments of deep presence expand, as if the universe were giving you more space to process the changes that are coming. On the other hand, periods of transition that once seemed endless now pass quickly, as if you were being carried by an invisible current towards your destiny. Close your eyes for a moment and feel your heart beating. Each beat is a portal, a moment of pure creation. Between one beat and the next, there is an infinite space of possibilities. It is in this space that your quantum leap is being gestated. Don't force it, just allow it. The seed doesn't need to understand how to become a tree. It simply trusts the process. If you are feeling this alteration in your temporal perception, write "time" in the comments. Your emotions become more intense and at the same time more fluid. One moment you are in absolute ecstasy, the next a deep sadness passes through you like a wave. This is not emotional instability, it is deep energetic cleansing. Every repressed emotion, every unprocessed trauma, every limiting belief is being brought to the surface to be released. It's as if your internal operating system is doing a complete update, deleting obsolete files to make space for new programs of abundance and expansion. The key here is not to resist or judge these emotions, but to surf them like waves in the ocean. You are not the wave. You are the entire ocean experiencing itself as a wave. When an intense emotion arises, instead of saying "I am sad" or "I am angry," try saying "sadness is passing through me" or "anger is being processed by my system." This simple shift in perspective puts you in the seat of the quantum observer, the one who can influence reality through conscious observation without completely identifying with it. Old patterns become unbearably obvious. Suddenly, you can see, with crystal clarity, all the self-sabotage loops you've been stuck in for years. That toxic relationship pattern, that way of thinking about money that keeps you in scarcity, that habit of diminishing yourself when things start to go well. It's as if someone turned on a powerful light in a dimly lit room. At first, it might be uncomfortable to see so much accumulated dirt, but this expanded awareness is the first step towards liberation. You cannot change what you cannot see. And now you are seeing everything. Every pattern that reveals itself is an opportunity for conscious choice. You can continue on autopilot, or you can choose differently. And here's the magic. The moment you truly choose differently, not just mentally but with every cell of your body, the entire universe reorganizes to support your new choice. Take a deep breath now and ask yourself, what pattern am I ready to release today? Don't force an answer, just allow the wisdom of your body to show you. Place your hand on your heart and feel the answer emerging. Your body always knows. It is wiser than your rational mind. Trust this ancient wisdom that pulses in your veins. Let's return to the metaphor of the seed for a moment. When a seed is about to germinate, it undergoes a process called imbibition. It absorbs water until it is completely saturated, swollen to the point of rupture. It's uncomfortable, it's intense, but it's absolutely necessary. Without this internal pressure, the hard shell would never break. You are in this moment of conscious imbibition. You are absorbing so much light, so much information, so much energy, that your old self simply cannot contain who you are becoming anymore. The rupture is imminent, and when it happens, it will be glorious. Your intuition becomes impossible to ignore. That inner voice you spent years silencing is now screaming, not aggressively but with a clarity and persistence that you simply cannot ignore anymore. You know exactly what you need to do, even if your rational mind tries to argue against it. Your body reacts physically when you're about to make an unaligned decision. Perhaps it's a knot in your stomach, a tension in your chest, a feeling of heaviness. On the other hand, when you are aligned with your highest path, your body sings. You feel a lightness, an expansion, as if every cell is saying yes. This is your quantum navigation system activating. You no longer need to guess which direction to go. Your body has become a perfect compass, always pointing to your true north. But here's the challenge. Following this compass often means going against everything you've been programmed to believe is safe, sensible, responsible. It means saying no to opportunities that look good on paper but make your body contract. It means saying yes to paths that seem impossible but make your heart sing. If you are feeling this amplified intuition, subscribe to the channel now to receive more guidance on how to navigate this transition. People start leaving your life abruptly, while others appear as if sent by the universe. This is not a coincidence. When you change your vibrational frequency, you literally become incompatible with certain people and situations while becoming a magnet for others. It's pure physics. Dissonant frequencies repel, harmonic frequencies attract. Don't take it personally. The people who are leaving are not bad. They are simply vibrating at a different frequency than you now. Bless them on their way and release them with love. Those who are arriving are your quantum journey companions, souls who are on the same frequency of expansion and growth. You will recognize them immediately. Conversations flow effortlessly. Synchronicities multiply when you are together. There is a sense of familiarity even if you just met. Instant manifestations begin to happen. You think of something and it appears. You desire an answer and it comes. You visualize a result and it materializes with impressive speed. At first, this can even be startling. You are so used to the delay between desire and manifestation that this instantaneity seems magical. But it's not magic. It's simply you operating at a higher frequency, where the distance between thought and physical reality is minimal. The quantum field responds immediately to your vibration. It always has, but now you are conscious and aligned enough to perceive and direct this process. Imagine you are like a musical instrument that has finally been tuned. Before, you played the notes, but the sound came out distorted. Now every note resonates perfectly with the universal symphony. But beware, with great power comes great responsibility. Your thoughts and emotions now have an amplified power of manifestation. That moment of anger can create instant turbulence. That moment of gratitude can open doors that seemed sealed. You are learning to be a conscious creator, and this requires emotional and mental mastery. Now I will share with you a simple 3-step method to navigate this quantum leap with grace and ease. The first step is to completely accept where you are now. Stop fighting the present moment. Stop wishing things were different. Acceptance is not resignation. It is the powerful recognition that this moment, exactly as it is, contains everything you need for the next leap. When you deeply accept the now, you stop wasting energy on resistance, and that liberated energy becomes fuel for your transformation. Close your eyes now and say to yourself, I completely accept this moment and trust that it is perfect for my evolution. Feel these words reverberating in every cell. The second step is to extract the gift from every experience. Every challenge, every obstacle, every apparent setback contains a hidden gift. Your task is not to survive experiences, but to mine them for conscious gold. That relationship that ended, what inner strength did it help you discover? That job you lost, what new direction is it inviting you to explore? When you become a gift miner, your entire reality transforms into a personalized university where every experience is a lesson perfectly designed for your evolution. Ask yourself now, what is the hidden gift in my current situation? Don't force an intellectual answer. Breathe deeply, place your hand on your heart, and allow the wisdom to emerge naturally. The third step is to redirect your focus to the reality you are creating, not the one you are leaving behind. The seed does not look at the darkness of the soil. It orientates itself towards the light. Even before breaking the surface, every fiber of its being is oriented upwards, towards expansion, towards growth. You need to do the same. Stop spending mental energy retelling old stories, reliving old traumas, justifying old limitations. Every time you retell an old story, you energetically reinforce it. Instead, start telling the story of your future self as if it were already present. Speak of your future victories in the present tense. Feel the emotions of your expanded self now. Act as if you are already who you are becoming. Let me tell you about someone who applied exactly these principles. After years of working in a soul-sucking job, she began to feel all these signs. The discomfort became unbearable. Synchronicities multiplied. Her intuition screamed for change. Instead of resisting, she completely accepted the discomfort as a sign that something greater was being born. She extracted the gift from every difficult day at work, recognizing that she was developing resilience, clarity about what she truly wanted, and courage to take the leap. And then she began to focus completely on the reality she was creating. She visualized herself doing her dream job, felt the joy of waking up inspired every morning, acted as if she were already the accomplished professional she wished to be. In less than 3 months, an opportunity appeared out of nowhere. No, not out of nowhere. From the quantum field that was responding to her new frequency. Today she lives the life that once seemed impossible. And the most impressive thing, she says the leap itself was smooth, natural, as if the universe had prepared a perfect bridge between her old self and her new self. You need to understand something fundamental. The universe is not testing you, it is preparing you. Every challenge is a training to strengthen your conscious muscles. Every obstacle is an opportunity to show yourself what you are capable of. You are not a victim of circumstances, you are the author of your story. And now at this very moment you are writing the most important chapter, the chapter where the hero or heroine awakens to their true power, where the seed finally breaks its shell and begins its journey towards the light. Feel your body now. Feel the energy pulsing in your veins. This is not just blood circulating. It is life force, pure potential, the universe expressing itself through you. You are literally made of the same substance as the stars. The atoms in your body were forged in the heart of supernovas. You carry within you the memory of the entire cosmos. How could you be small? How could you be limited? You are the universe experiencing itself in human form. And now, you are awakening to that truth. Here's something that needs to be very clear. Your quantum leap is not a future event. It's not something that will happen when you are finally ready, when you have enough money, when you find the right person, when conditions are perfect. Your quantum leap is happening now, at this very moment, with every breath, with every beat of your heart, with every conscious choice. You are not preparing for the leap, you are in the middle of it. The only question is, will you resist or will you flow? Will you contract in fear or expand in trust? Fear is natural. It's your nervous system's response to the unknown. Your reptilian brain was programmed to keep you safe, and safety for it means familiarity, predictability, control. But your soul didn't come here for safety. Your soul came for expansion, for experience, for evolution. Fear is not your enemy. It's just an outdated alarm system. Thank fear for trying to protect you and then choose courage. Courage is not the absence of fear. It is action despite fear. It is saying yes to your growth even when your legs tremble. It is taking the next step even when you cannot see the whole staircase. Breathe deeply one more time. Feel your feet connected to the earth. You are safe, you are supported. The entire universe is conspiring in your favor. Every person you meet, every situation you experience, every thought that crosses your mind, everything is perfectly orchestrated for your awakening. There are no mistakes, there are no accidents. There are only opportunities for expansion disguised in different forms. You are ready. You always have been ready. Readiness is not something you achieve. It is something you recognize. It's realizing that you already have everything you need within you. All the knowledge, all the wisdom, all the power. It was just dormant, waiting for the right moment to awaken. And that moment is now. Feel the truth of these words reverberating in your being. You don't need anyone's permission to be great. You don't need to wait for someone to validate you. You don't need to prove anything to anyone. You just need to remember who you truly are. Like the seed that carries within it the complete blueprint of the tree, you carry within you the complete blueprint of your highest self. It is not something you need to create or achieve. It is something you need to allow to emerge. Stop forcing, start allowing. Stop fighting, start flowing. Stop controlling, start trusting. The river does not strive to reach the ocean, it simply flows, following its nature. You also have a nature, a natural flow towards your highest expression. All you need to do is stop rowing against the current. This is the moment. Not tomorrow, not next year, not when you feel ready. Now. Your quantum leap is happening now. Every cell in your body is vibrating with this truth. Every atom of your being is reorganizing to support your new frequency. You can no longer go back to who you were. That version of you is already gone. You are in the sacred space between what was and what will be. And in that space, anything is possible. If this message resonated with you, if you felt something move within you as you absorbed these words, then you are exactly where you need to be. You didn't get here by chance. You were guided. Your soul was thirsty for this reminder, for this confirmation that yes, you are on the right path. Yes, the changes you are feeling are real. Yes, something grand is about to emerge. Leave a comment now with the word that best represents what you are feeling at this moment. It can be ready, trust, expansion, freedom, any word that captures the essence of your transformation. When you declare your intention publicly, even if it's with a single word, you anchor that energy on the physical plane. You move from the world of ideas into the world of action. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Not for me, but for you, as a commitment to yourself to keep seeking, keep growing, keep expanding. Every video, every message, every insight is a seed being planted in your conscious field. Some will germinate immediately, others will wait for the perfect moment, but all are part of your quantum garden of infinite possibilities.